Okay, today we're working on fixing my mermaid tail. It's got some rips in it. I've got all my supplies and I'm kind of just winging this as I go. I've got some instructions from a fellow mermaid helping me, but yeah, we're just gonna see how we go. We've got non-latex gloves. I've got my Silpoxy, so that's my silicone, spreading sticks, pins to hold it all together, and some power mesh for some of the other parts that I need to add a little bit more durability. Yeah, so we're gonna see how it goes. So to start with, I cut a bit of my power mesh, kind of roughly in the shape and size of my cut with a bit of overhang, and I'm going to feed that in there underneath. You can see I've got that in there, so it'll be underneath. Also, I'm an amateur. Please don't judge me if I'm doing this wrong. I'm doing my best, so yeah. And I just squeeze a little bit of my Silpoxy into a little jar, just tiny bits to start with, and I'm kind of just laying this over where the cut is. This is sort of hard to do with one hand. I'll show you when I'm done. But basically, I'm going to add glue to this whole kind of bad seam here, and then I will be pinning it down with just some sewing pins to sort of hold the crack together. So you can see where I've added my pins, and now I'm going to take a little bit more Silpoxy and kind of just create like a nice smooth layer over this. It should dry clear, and my goal is to add a little layer on each of these little divots because they are quite thin compared to the rest of the fluke. So yeah, that's my goal, but I'm pretty much just doing this for everything. I've already done this side, this is my tester, and I've done this little crack here, and then my last big one is this big piece at the bottom. I've got to leave a little bit for a drainage hole, but I got to put that together as well, so I'll check back in when I have that all done. Okay, so I have everything set and pinned in place, and I've done a little extra coat over these middle bits. You can see it's still kind of drying in some spots, but it shouldn't really be visible at all, which is cool. Everything pinned, ready to go. These were the only major tears that I found so far. There is a few on the body, which I will deal with as well, but the other side of the fluke seems to be fine. So once everything's cured, I'll flip it over and do the same little extra bit of protection on those fluke details. But aside from that, I'm hoping this will be ready for a swim soon. So that'll probably be the next video I do with this tail, is when I get a chance to take it out. So stay tuned for that, it's very exciting.